Therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Today's broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast without permission is strictly prohibited.
Welcome to Sugar Salem High School. The Bear Lake Bears girls basketball team set to take on Grantsville. The Grantsville team out of Grantsville, Utah, played Sugar Salem yesterday in this tournament. Bear Lake played against Blackfoot, and Grantsville played against Sugar Salem. Sugar Salem won their game against this Grantsville team, and Bear Lake won their game against Blackfoot. So this is game 2 for each team. It's not a like win and play winners, losers play losers. It's just a round robin tournament. Bear Lake will play Syracuse tomorrow, and tonight, this afternoon, they're taking on Grantsville out of, I think, the Ogden area. Is that where Grantsville is? Anyway, somewhere down there in Utah. I talked to Coach Ken Wells before the game and said, what do you expect? And what he's looking for his team is to come out and play under control. That's his key to the game tonight. Coach Ken Wells, he first said, score more points than the other team. I said, okay, we have a Nate for that, which Nate's not with us, but we have a Nate for that key to the game. What's your actual key to the game? And he said to play under control. So yesterday, the Bear Lake Bears won by a score of 49-46 over the team out of Blackfoot. And talking to some people that were here for the game, they said that as the game went on, Blackfoot started to apply some pressure in the fourth quarter, some full court pressure, and that was the way they were able to fight back into the game. And they said that actually the final score was misleading. The Bears were up by 7, and as the clock expired, Blackfoot made a 3-point shot and was fouled, so turned it into a 4-point play. So it was actually not quite as close as the final score showed. It wasn't quite a 3-point game. It was closer to the 7 or 8-point game. The Bears never were really threatened there at the end. So a good win for the Bears over the Blackfoot Broncs yesterday. And today they get to take on Grantsville. After immediately following this game, we're going to not do much of a post-game show because we're going to sprint down the road about 15 minutes and set back up and do the boys game versus the South Fremont Cougars. That game will tip off at approximately 7:30. And according to the GPS, it's just a short drive down the road. So we'll hopefully be able to bring you that game as well. Should be fun. Bears, I would expect. This is just me. This is just Jared Hillier. This is nothing official, but based on the fact that Sugar Salem beat this Grantsville team yesterday by 20, and the Bears played Sugar Salem close in Bear Lake a couple weeks ago, I would say the Bears are the favorites in this game versus Grantsville, but we'll see. I asked just a little bit of a look ahead till tomorrow, and tomorrow could be a lot different game. I asked Coach what he expects there, and he said Syracuse is tall, very tall. Looking down at this Grantsville team, that's not going to be an issue. They got a lot of kids out there, a lot of bodies out there. And Bears do too, because most of the JV team is also warming up for Bear Lake as nothing else to do here. But other than have them warm up and sit on the bench. But it doesn't look like they have a lot of height. But the Syracuse team tomorrow has a girl that's 6'5", I think they said.
Oh, good.
So definitely a lot more height tomorrow. But this game should be one that Bears can at least compete size-wise with the Grantsville team. Lisa's quickly getting their roster put in, and we'll hopefully have the correct names. If anybody from Grantsville happens to be watching, which I doubt, but it's possible. If we get the names wrong, it's not on purpose.
We are sorry.
We're sorry. We're not doing it on purpose. We're scrambling off of Max Preps, and so blame Max Preps if we have the names and numbers wrong. We had a good drive up. Yesterday we were worried about the weather. It cooperated with us.
Yeah, I mean, it was wet, but wasn't slick. You could see the road. That's a bonus.
It's always a bonus. We've been up here before when it hasn't been that way.
That's right.
All right, the Bear Lake girls getting their final warm-ups in. We've got about 4 minutes to tip off. Let's take a 90-second break. We'll come back with more of the pregame show from Sugar Salem High School as the Bears set to take on Grantsville right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Bear Lake Bears set to take on the Grantsville Cowboys. Bear Lake 2-1 on the year. Grantsville 2-3. They've picked up wins against Richfield, Deseret Peak, and then they've lost to Tooele, Emory, and last night to Sugar Salem. In their 4 games before encountering Sugar Salem yesterday, they have scored over 50 points a game in each one of those games, including their losses. So this is a team that can put up a lot of points. Sugar Salem beat them by a score of 58-26 yesterday. And we'll see how that goes for today for Grantsville.
Thank you.
And if I can, I just pushed the wrong button. I have their roster and everything right here. There we go. So Grantsville and Bear Lake in the Sugar Salem tournament. The Bears 2-1 on the season and lost. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Their loss is to Sugar Salem, which is one of the losses for this same Grantsville team. The Bears will be the designated home team today. They are in their white uniforms, black numerals. And Grantsville is going to be in black, trimmed in red. So that will be the matchup. If you're listening on the radio, the Bears will be going from left to right to start this game, in Grantsville from right to left. And we'll get you the starting lineups as they come out on the court. It's just a middle of the afternoon tournament game. I don't know if they'll introduce the starting lineups or not. If they do, we'll catch them as they come out. If not, we'll just let you know once they're all out on the court. Looks like the Bears going to start based on who's sitting on the bench ready to come out as the starters. Brooke Bamey, Court Skinner, Hallie Wells, Peyton Crockett, and Desiree Alleman. The starter will be the starters for the Bears. So they start three seniors, a junior, and 2 juniors. Bamey is a junior. For Grantsville, if their numbers on Max Preps are correct, it looks like they're going to start sophomore Camry Allen, a senior Sadie Thornton, a sophomore Charlotte Lee, a junior Sadie Castano, and number 15, a junior Emmy Butler will be the starting lineup for Grantsville. So a young team for Grantsville, starting 3 sophomores, a junior, and a senior, where the Bear Lake Bears starting 3 seniors and 2 juniors, a very experienced squad coming out for the Bear Lake Bears. And I'm going to talk to their AD. She just came up here a second ago to make sure everything was good and we were on the air. I got to talk to her, and I'm going to offer her a deal. They're out of room here at Sugar Salem High School to put up any more state championship banners. Like, legitimately, they are out of room. I'm going to offer her a deal. Just let Bear Lake win this year, girls basketball. I mean, they won it last year. We played them in the state championship game, and they got the win. I think it's only fair. Let us win this year. They don't have to find a place to put the banner, and
I think it's a great plan. I think it's a great plan.
Yeah. As of right now. Okay. Castano. Apparently the roster was correct because he's saying the same names that I had on mine. So I like it. We were apparently correct. But they took the game at state championship last year. We get the game this year. And according to the polls so far, they expect it to be Sugar Salem and possibly Bear Lake. Again, Bear Lake ranked 3rd right now in the coaches poll, but definitely a chance for that to be a rematch of the state tournament up there in Boise. Same as the championship game last year, if these 2 teams can continue the way they're going so far. And so they got a 3-man officiating crew down there, and they're introducing them right now. Didn't catch their names, but with all the games we do play up here in 6th District, I actually recognize all 3 officials as we've had them before. And so we're ready for Bear Lake basketball. Hallie Wells will jump it up at center court, and it's Butler will jump it up for Grantsville, and we're ready to get started on an afternoon game. The Bear Lake Bears and the Grantsville Cowboys from Sugar Salem High School, and we're ready to go. Tip is controlled by Wells. She knocks it over to Alleman. Baby will bring the ball in the front court. The Bears set up the offense. Skinner with it. She'll get the screen from Crockett, pick and roll, but nice defense knocked away by Butler. And Here come Grantsville the other way. Out top, it is Allen in control. Bamey harassing her. Bamey takes it away, gets the steal, gets the ball to Skinner, and the Bears will slow it down. Now to Alleman. Alleman back up top to Bamey. So far, 2 possessions, 1 for each team, and both have ended in a steal. Shot yet to go up. Wells now to Bamey on the elbow. Bamey will shoot the 3. She will make the 3. There's a Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point bucket to start the game by Brooke Bamey, the junior point guard for the Bear Lake Bears. Allen loses the ball, and Alleman comes up with it for the Bears. And Skinner tries to go inside, and it goes through the hands of Wells, but into the hands of Bamey. Bamey is then fouled. This will be Bears basketball baseline.
That foul goes on Lee, her first.
And a quick 30-second timeout already taken by the Grantsville Cowboys. They've had the ball twice. They've turned it over twice. I'm sure that's what the coach wants to talk about. We just got started, so we're going to keep it right here. And the game, if you're just joining us, it's 3-0 here in the very early going, courtesy of Philly 66 U-Save 3-point make by Brooke Bamey. And that gives the Bears the lead on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard by a score of 3-0. Bears have the ball. 100% shooting for the Bears, as they've only taken 1 shot, and it went in. Grantsville still 100% shooting, as they haven't put up a shot yet, as the Bears have forced 2 turnovers on the perimeter without Grantsville really even being able to get into their offense. So Alleman will trigger baseline for the Bears. She's going to get it into Wells. Quick jumper on the way over the top of the rim, but Alleman comes down with the rebound. Skinner now to Bamey out in 3-point range. Bamey will set the offense. She's going to go to Peyton Crockett out on the perimeter. Inside to Wells. Nice pass by Crockett. The assist to Wells with the easy bucket. So 5-0 for the Bears. Allen has the ball knocked away into the backcourt, but she'll get it back. Now to Thornton. Thornton still in the backcourt, and then Alleman's going to take it away. So Grantsville is yet to even really set up the offense. Alleman misses the shot. Wells will follow, and she misses, but she gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Bamey. Bamey sets her feet for 3, in and out. Wells with the rebound. She's getting harassed inside. She gets it up, no good, but she'll go to line. She'll shoot 2 as the height of the Bear Lake Bears dominating the boards. Couple of offensive rebounds there, and Hallie Wells will head to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line for the first time in the game. And it looks like, did that one go on Lee?
It went on Lee, yeah.
So she now has 2 fouls in the early going. And Wells is good from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line and pushes the score to 6-0. Make it 7 as Wells has 4. Bamey has 3, and the Bears have yet to even allow Grantsville to take a shot and already have the 7-0 lead. Quickly underneath, up and in. That is Lee at the other end. They break the press, and she gets the 10-foot jumper, makes it in off the backboard, and Grantsville breaks into the scoring column. Crockett with it up top. She's going to go to Skinner. Skinner's going to drive, get bumped, throw it up, and miss it. But Wells gets the rebound, then dribbles it out of bounds off the foot of the Grantsville player. That was Butler on the interior. So Alleman inbounds baseline. She goes to Wells. Wells up and in. Hallie Wells with 6 points. She's got 6 of Bear Lake's 9. And with 5.5 minutes left to go, the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard in favor of the Bears has scored 9-2. Lee for 3, in and out. Rebound is going to go to Lee. Sorry, I saw Castellano. And then the 3-point bucket on the way, and good by Emmy Butler. That was deep. That was like college range 3-point shot. And Butler makes it from deep. A Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shot now for Grantsville. Alleman with it now to Wells. Wells baseline, dribbling inside. Should come back up top to Alleman. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Alleman with it on the perimeter. Ball's knocked away. It's on the floor. Alleman is going to go to the floor and get tied up. Charlotte Lee fighting for the ball for Grantsville. And the jump ball turns into a turnover in favor of Grantsville. So the Bear Lake Bears lead remains 4 at 9-5.
Lee coming out of the game, being replaced with, can you see her number?
Number. It's on the near side here, and she's standing sideways. So it's number 5. That's Aubrey Rogers.
Alleman picking up her first.
That's why we're trying to figure out who's in the game.
I missed the foul,
The Bears commit a foul,
but I did hear the
pressure.
Yeah, I did hear it.
So the inbounds comes to Allen. Now to Thornton. And cross court, Alleman knocks away, but gets it to Castellano, who turns it over. Skinner will go to Bamey. And here come the Bear Lake Bears. 4-point game, 9-5. Crockett will go to Wells. Wells, one dribble over in the corner, Bamey. Bamey up top to Skinner. Skinner dribbles across the lane to Alleman. Alleman now to Bamey. Bamey cuts between 2 Grantsville Cowboys and draws the foul. That's probably actually a good thing there for Grantsville that they've committed the foul, because I think Bamey would have had an easy layup.
I get it. Yeah. That one goes on Castellano. Hunter coming into the game for Crockett.
With 4:19 left, it's 9-5 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard in favor of the Bear Lake Bears. Alleman is going to get it into Wells. Wells will go to Bamey. The Bears will set the offense. And shot clock didn't start right at the beginning of the play, so still playing time on it. Nice move by Saxon down the lane. She's fouled. She'll shoot 2.
I like how the Bears are driving into the basket, forcing them to move in and play defense. It's drawing the foul almost every time.
14 fouls already. We're not even halfway through this quarter. So the Bears will shoot foul shots the rest of the way. Southeast Idaho Steel foul line has been friendly to the Bears so far, 2 for 2 on Wells's trip. This is sophomore Saxton, hard off the backboard and no good. Shouldn't say hard off the backboard. It was hard and hit the backboard. It wasn't like that. Made it sound like it was a worse attempt than it was. So Saxton.
Hunter.
Her mom was a Saxton. It's close enough. Hunter goes 1 for 2, and the Bears lead is 5. And now pass gets all the way down to Castellano and to Rogers. Rogers misses, and the rebound and putback is no good. And now the rebound by Alleman. That was Butler on the rebound and putback. Quickly up ahead, it's to Wells, but she was a little bit too far under the basket. When she caught it, she threw it up. It doesn't go, and now a foul as we're coming the other way, and Castellano will draw the foul.
That goes on Bamey, her first.
People wearing number 4 have got 3 fouls in this game. Lee has 2 of the 4 for their team, and 1 of the 2 for the Bears is wearing number 4, and Brooke Bamey. Cross-court pass on the inbound goes to Thornton. Now back to Allen. Underneath to Butler.
Rogers.
To Rogers. Back to Butler in the corner. Castellano for 3. That's no good over the top of the backboard, but brought down by Thornton. Skinner steps in the way of the pass and gets the steal. Up ahead it goes to Bamey. Bamey inside to Wells. Back up top. Skinner for 3. Yes! Another Phillips 66 U-save long ball, and the Bears are up by 8. That's their big lead of the game. Previous large lead was 7. Quickly down court in the corner. Castellano up top. It goes to Butler. Butler drives the lane. Kicks out to Thornton. Thornton drives. She's cut off. Back to Butler. Butler tries the 3. She's got 1. She doesn't get this one. Rebound is taken down by Hunter. As bodies hit the floor, Hunter will bring the ball in the front court. Now hand to Bamey, and the Bears will set up the offense with 3 minutes left to go in the quarter, and the 8-point lead at 13-5. Wells in the corner to Bamey, and Bamey saves it in bounds, but it's into the hands of Castellano. And quickly up ahead, pass goes to Rogers. Rogers all the way in, blocked by Hunter. Goes out of bounds off of Hunter, but that was a great defensive play to stop the fast break and get the block.
Skinner coming out of the game now. In for her will be Walker. And Abby Humphreys came in just a couple of minutes ago.
Up top. Now into the corner and down low to Rogers. Is knocked away, but Grantsville comes up to it. They've got a sub in there. That is number 1, Hall. Castellano with the ball. She's going to lob it underneath to Rogers. Rogers, no good. Rebound on the floor. Hall and Humphreys fighting for it. Whistle. Jump ball. Great hustle by both Hall and Humphreys to hit the floor and fight for that basketball. And it will be Bear Lake ball. 13-5 is the lead. And Pelto up off the bench. She'll check in at the next dead ball. Humphreys in the corner to Hunter. Hunter will come back out to Wells. Wells, through the hands of Walker. Walker had a lane to the basket, but the pass was a little high. She couldn't bring it down. And turnover, Bear Lake.
Pelto in for Bamey.
4 of the 5 starters are currently getting rest on the bench. Wells, the only starter out on the court right now. Cross court, it goes to Allen. Allen now to Butler. Butler down the lane. Nice move up and no good. And Wells will secure the rebound. And she'll give it to Pelto. Pelto will bring the ball into the front court. Then she'll go to Walker. Walker looking inside. Nothing there. So she'll go to Pelto. Pelto back to Walker. Bounce pass to Wells. Wells on the baseline to Hunter. Hunter drives. She's going to have to come back out. Pelto. Pelto with her feet on the 3-point line. No good. Rebound. And it's knocked away by Humphreys, and it goes to Wells. And then Butler steals it back. 3-on-0. Fast break the other way. Castellano layup is good. So the pinball works in the favor of Grantsville that time. They cut the lead to 6 at 13-7 with a minute and a half left on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard here in the first quarter. Wells, nice move. Hunter, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Allen for Grantsville. She's all the way down the lane. She's cut off. She throws it back out. And Pelto is the last one to touch it as it goes out of bounds. Nice hustle play there by Hall to force Pelto to fumble that one out of bounds before she's able even to get control. So good hustle play there by Hall. She's had a couple plays like that since she came into the game. Allen now to Butler. Butler is going to go cross court to Castellano inside. Try to go to Rogers. Peyton Crockett, who just checked back in, gets the steal to Pelto to Walker. Walker down low to Hunter. Hunter spins and scores.
She was being very heavily guarded. We'll say it that way.
Double teamed in there, and that was just a muscle play to get that one up and in. Allen goes to Butler. Butler back out to Allen. Now cross court Castellano. Inside, it goes to Rogers. Turn around, no good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot 2 from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
That one's going to go on Humphreys, I believe, her first.
So Crockett, when she checked in, came in for Wells. Wells getting her first break. So now currently the only starter on the court is Crockett. Rogers' first foul shot is short, and the score remains 15-7 on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. The Bear Lake Bears over the Grantsville Cowboys. Rogers will have one more. And she misses that one. Crockett gets the rebound. Pelto will bring the ball into the front court. Picked up there by Rogers. She'll spin it to Walker. Walker back to Pelto. Back to Walker. Inside to Hunter. Hunter out to Humphreys. Humphreys pump fake drive. She's cut off and jump ball. Good recovery. That was Hall again. Hall has been excellent on defense with the hustle plays, because Humphreys, after the pump fake, had an open lane to the basket. And inbounds comes to Crockett. Nice little 12-foot jumper as the alternate possession belonged to the Bears. Crockett with the 12-foot jumper. And it's 17-7. And Crockett knocks the ball away, but it's recovered by Allen. And now Castellano will shoot the 3 and is blocked by Crockett. She'll get the rebound, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So Crockett knocks the ball away and then gets a block shot on the possession. Great defensive possession there by Peyton Crockett. The Bears will go into the second quarter with a 10-point lead, 17-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Starters back in for us.
have their starters back on the court to start this second quarter. So you got Wells out there with Crockett, Skinner, Alleman, and Bamey. No substitutions during the timeout for the Cowboys. So we have Rogers, Hall, Castellano, Butler, and Thornton. No, Allen, sorry. 3, not 2. Grantsville will have the ball on the alternate possession. And they will start with the 10-point deficit as the Bears had a great first quarter, scored 17, only allowed 7. Allen over to Castellano. She's going to go inside, and Hallie Wells is there. Oh, Hall steals it right back, and then Wells blocks her shot. Hall gets her own rebound and then travels with it as she was on the ground. She moved her pivot knee, apparently. Hall is a hustler.
She is.
She's the kind of girl you like on your team. Castellano will check out. Checking in is Thornton. Bears have the ball. The Bears have the 10-point lead as Bamey brings the ball into the front court and into the corner. Alleman, quick 3 on the way. No good, but Hallie Wells will clean up the boards. Wells out to Skinner. Skinner will shoot the 3. That's no good. Rebound to Alleman. Layup is good. Desiree Alleman with the offensive rebound and putback, and the Bears extend their game-high lead to 12. Butler goes to Thornton, now back to Allen. Cross court, it goes to Butler. In the corner to Hall. Clear back up top. And now in the corner to Thornton, now to Allen and to Thornton. She's looking inside to Rogers, gets it to her. Rogers back up to Butler. Butler drives. She's cut off. She'll hand it to Hall. Hall's going to go baseline. Nice move to get the shot out. No good. Move. She split the tall timber.
She did.
She's given up a foot. I'm not kidding, a full foot in height.
Oh, that foul goes on Hallie Wells, her first. They credit it to the wrong team. The foul.
Wells and Crockett had her bracketed, and she just chucked it up. Nice move. I mean, when I said chucked it up, I don't mean out of control. She made a great move to get it even up to the rim through the tall timber. She misses the first foul shot from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Second one by Hall is no good. I love Hall's hustle. Mm-hmm. She almost gets her own rebound, but Crockett will get it to Bamey. Bamey back to Wells. Wells, dribble drive, knocked away, taken away. Hall is in on that. And quickly up ahead to Rogers. Rogers with the left-hand layup is good on the fast break opportunity. And Brooke Bamey now coming into the front court with the ball. She gets it to Skinner in the corner to Alleman. Alleman is fouled.
I think that's going to go on Hall. Yep. That will be her first.
Hall gives up a whole lot of height in there. And
all right. Number 4, Lee coming back in for Butler.
Inbound.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see her move through there.
Alleman was the inbounder. She threw it off the back of the defender because the defenders turned their back to her. She got her own pass, put up the layup. It rolled off the rim, but the rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Hallie Wells with the turnaround. No good. And Peyton Crockett gets the rebound, but she's called for the travel as she passed it out to Skinner. Crockett was like, yeah, I got pushed. That's why I traveled, but that's not the way the official saw it. So it's a turnover. And Thornton and Allen playing catch with it in the backcourt. Now in the corner it goes. And then inside, Skinner is going to take it away. Ball's on the floor. It's going to be picked up. It's going to be a jump ball. And it will be Bear Lake basketball. So Wells gets the steal because she forces the jump ball there. And Bamey drives, now goes to Alleman in the corner. She's double teamed. She dribbles out of it baseline. Nice pass.
Great
Crockett. Crockett with a nice move. Shot up, no good. About the 8-foot jumper. And then the rebound is lost out of bounds. Thornton had it. And I think she dribbled it off her own foot. And so it will be Bear Lake basketball after the Grantsville turnover. 19-9 is your score. And Alleman gets it into Wells. Wells up and in. Nice physical move by Hallie Wells to get the bucket. And Thornton and Allen playing catch with it. Now it goes down in the corner to Lee. Up top, it goes to Thornton in 3-point range. She'll drive.
Oh.
And offensive foul.
Yep.
Erase the bucket.
Yep.
Desiree Allman draws the foul.
Thornton's first. That'll be their team third. Well, actually, their team second.
Actually, they didn't give it to Thornton. They gave it to Lee.
Oh.
That's her third.
Yep.
So Lee draws her third foul. She'll probably have to go back to the bench. Wells goes baseline, kicks it out. Skinner, 3-point shot on the way in. Good. Build 66, you save 3-point bucket. Her second of the game by Cortland Skinner. Bears lead is up to 15 at 24-9. Thornton goes to Rogers. Rogers kicks it in the corner to Lee. Lee's 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebound. And Hall and Alleman fighting for it. Who they call the foul on?
I'm not sure. Alleman, her second.
I think that was a matter of whichever player came up with the ball. The other one was going to get the foul because they knocked each other down.
They're putting the fouls on the wrong side. So it looks like Grantsville has 4 fouls when in fact they only have 2 team fouls. And we have 2 team fouls.
Should be 2 team fouls either way. We got a timeout on the court taken by Grantsville. We'll take a 30-second break here on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake High School Sports on the SVI Sports Network is presented by Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll, here to help. Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And by KVSI The Wave, the Bear Lake Valley's hit music station on 105.3 FM.
It's the Bear Lake Bears over the Grantsville Cowboys by a score of 24-9. Here in the early going of the second quarter, 4:57 left. It will be Grantsville basketball on the baseline. And the inbounder will be Thornton. She's going to come up top to Hall. Hall over in the corner to Butler for 3. And no good. Hallie Wells gets the rebound. She'll come to Bamey. And the Bears will set the offense. 4:40 now left in the first half, and the Bears lead it 24-9. Inside it goes to Crockett. Crockett to Wells in the corner. Wells will come out of the double team and go to Allman in the corner. Skinner, 3-point shot, no good that time. Rebound goes to Allen. She'll bring it into the front court, go to Thornton. Thornton looking inside for Rogers, not there, so she'll go back out to Allen. Butler, 3-point shot on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Hall goes up high for the rebound. It's no good. Foul is going to go on Rogers as she knocks Skinner out of bounds.
Her second.
And that's
that was on Hall?
I think it's on Rogers, number 5.
Oh.
And that's another one of those that's a hustle play. Whoever gets there first is going to draw the foul. And Skinner just got there just before Rogers. Rogers bumps into her trying to go for the ball. Nice hustle play by both players. Bamey with the ball. Brings it in the front court. She goes to Skinner. And now Skinner to Hunter, who's checked in the game. Hunter misses. Rebound, put back by Wells, who scores, and she's fouled. She'll head to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line with a chance to complete the 3-point play. Wells, is she in double figures now already?
She has, yes, 10.
And chance to make it 11. And she does. And that pushes the Bear Lake lead to 18 points, 27-9, exactly halfway through the second quarter on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. The Southeast Idaho Steel foul line has been good to Hallie Wells. She's 3 for 3 from there today. Castellano with it clear up top. She's going to go to Hall. Now back up top to Allen. Allen to Hall in the corner. Hall will drive, put it up. No good. Rebound to Hunter. Hunter to Bamey. The Bears have a chance to extend their lead. Humphreys is checked into the game now for Bear Lake. Bamey goes to Skinner. Now And nice steal by Butler. And then Bamey just takes it right back. Bamey up ahead to Wells. Wells misses the shot, but the rebound being fought for, taken by Hunter and Butler both. And the alternate possession, it will go to Grantsville. So nice hustle play. Looked like Hunter was going to be able to secure that rebound.
Pelto. Oh, sorry, Walker in.
Skinner will take
Skinner.
Skinner with a couple of Phillips 66 USAVE 3-point makes in this game, part of the 18-point lead for the Bear Lake Bears. Butler now within the front court. She goes cross court to Allen. Allen's going to drive, cut off. She's going to get it to Rogers. Rogers back outside. Baseline, nice pass back to Rogers, but she loses the ball. It's on the floor, and Hunter makes a diving play to secure it. Jump ball. Wow, what a hustle play there by Hunter. It looked like it was going to roll right to the Grantsville player, and Hunter just dove on the floor to cause the tie-up, and the Bears get the ball. Nice play. And Bamey being harassed out there by Hall. She'll go around the screen.
Oh.
And Butler tied her up, and she came back down to the floor, and it's a travel.
Yep.
As they fought through the screen, double-teamed Bamey, and she went to throw it back to Wells. Butler tied her up. Butler now with it. She goes cross-court to Hall. Hall baseline to Castellano. Castellano with a nice move. Layup, though, is no good. Rebound to Humphreys, and Humphreys is fouled. No, they call jump ball. That was a quick jump ball. I thought it was going to be a foul call, but that was a very quick whistle for a jump ball. It will be Bear Lake basketball. They've had so many jump balls recently. I think the officials are doubting that it should go to Bear Lake, but it should. Because the last one, Butler forced the jump ball on Bamey. They've got it cleared now. And Pelto does check in for Bamey during this discussion. And there's the foul that time.
That goes on Hall, her third.
And that will send the Bear Lake Bears to the foul line. So Hall and Lee both in foul trouble here in the first half for the Cowboys. Boston Pelto at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. She'll shoot a pair as they're in the bonus with 2:28 left here till halftime. Pelto rattles home the first. Pushes the Bear Lake lead to 19 at 28-9. Pelto for one more. And that one's nothing but the bottom of the net. So the Bears lead is now 20 at 29-9. Butler to Allen and back to Butler. And then cross court, it goes to Hall out in 3-point range. She'll drive. Get it to Rogers. Rogers gets it to go, and the foul.
That one goes on Humphreys, her second.
Cambria Romrell checking in for the Bear Lake Bears as
for Wells.
Rogers heads to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line to try to complete the 3-point play and does not. Rebound goes to Romrell, and Pelto will bring the ball into the front court as the foul shot was no good. Hunter now with it on the foul line. She'll go back to Pelto. Pelto looking for a screen. Being defended out there by Butler. She'll go to Humphreys. With all the squeaking on the court, I keep thinking there's whistles as Hunter has it now. Rogers on her back. Now back to Humphreys. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Pelto. And now Hunter with it. And the ball's going to be knocked away from her. Taken away finally by Butler. Shot clock went off. And it shouldn't have. And the Bear Lake Bears commit the foul. And let's see which one of them they give it to. Could have been either of two players.
That goes on Humphreys. That'll be her third.
So 3 fouls on Humphreys, 3 fouls on Lee, 3 fouls on Hall.
Alleman going to replace Humphreys.
And the ball comes out top to Hall, then over to Allen in the corner to Butler. Alleman defending her. Pass cross court to Castellano. Nice defense by Romrell to kick that pass away. It would have been an easy bucket for Rogers, but Romrell steps in the passing lane, and it will be Grantsville ball baseline, 28-second shot clock, 1:29 on the game clock here in the first half. Bear Lake Bears with the 18-point lead at 29-11 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. And the pass is going to come in to Thornton for the long three. She gets it to go. No, that's Allen. Allen with the Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point make. The Bear Lake lead was 1x20, is down to 15 at 29-14. Hunter with it, looking for a cutter. She'll go back to Pelto. Pelto around the screen. Pick and roll. Nice pass to Hunter, but it's knocked away by Hall. Hall takes it away, and then Alleman commits the foul.
That'll be Alleman's third.
Alleman with 3 and Humphreys for 3 for the Bears. So Sadie Castellano back to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. And the Cowboys have cut 5 points and chance to make it 6 and 7 from the foul line off the Bear Lake lead. Castellano misses the first, and Skinner will replace Alleman.
And Hall going to the bench, being replaced by Thornton.
Probably an attempt to keep her from getting her 4th foul before halftime. Castellano's second foul shot up and no good again. So the foul line has not been friendly. The Southeast Idaho Steel foul line has favored the Bears in this first half. Walker with it, and she has it knocked away by Castellano, but gets it back. Now she goes to Hunter. Hunter will go to Pelto. Pelto drives, kicks it to Skinner. Skinner goes baseline, and the ball's knocked away and out of bounds by Allen. Pretty physical under there right now.
Yeah.
And they're not blowing a lot of whistles. Telling you, there could be a whistle on almost every single play. Skinner is going to get it in, and it's going to go in the backcourt, but Pelto will pick it up. Doesn't matter on the inbound if it goes in the backcourt. Now Skinner with it, 6 seconds on the shot clock. She's going to not get the shot off. Shot clock violation. Shot clock will be turned off, and the Cowboys can work for the last shot of the first half if they want to. 29.5 seconds left. And no shot clock. Ball still in the backcourt. Allen and Thornton playing catch with it now in the front court. Goes to Butler. Butler goes baseline, stepped in, and that's a steal by Brinley Walker. Pelto will bring the ball up, and now the Bears can work for the final shot. Skinner on the perimeter, and she's going to drive back up top to Hunter. Hunter will now drive, kick to Skinner. Skinner goes baseline, pass out to Pelto. 3-point shot on the way, no good at the buzzer. But the Bears will take a 15-point lead into halftime. The final 5 points of the second quarter were scored by the Grantsville Cowboys to cut into what was a 20-point lead, but the Bears still in control as we go to half. The Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard shows the Bears up by a score 29-14. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll catch our breath, come back. Let Lisa give you the first half stats right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997, went to undergrad in Pocatello at Idaho State, went to med school in Missouri, residency in Ohio, practiced in Northeastern Oregon for the last 11 years. I'm excited to come back home. You kind of grow up doing a lot of outdoor stuff like hiking and hunting and fishing, and that's kind of what we would do as a family. Now, as your kids get older, your life is focused around them, so then you chase them around with all their sporting activities, and that's been a lot of fun. Probably the thing I love the most is taking somebody that can't find relief and offering them a surgical alternative and seeing the change that can happen. My goal for my patients is to earn your trust and take you through that journey and offer them some relief from what they're suffering from.
Welcome back to Sugar Salem High Schools. The Bear Lake Bears taking on the Grantsville Broncos here on the SVI Sports Network in day 2 of the Sugar Salem tournament. We'll bring you their game tomorrow morning versus Syracuse. That's a 10:30 tip-off. In between time, we're going to bring you the boys' game from South Fremont. But let's talk the first half stats. Lisa, who did what in the first half, starting with the Broncos from Grantsville?
All right, Butler is actually Rogers is leading with 4 points. Then we have Butler with 3. 3 for Allen, 2 for Castellano, and 2 for Lee. That's their total, 14. They're shooting 31% overall. They're 40% from the 2-point range, 4 out of 10. 2 out of 9, 22% from the 3-point range. 0% from the foul line. That's what's killing them right now. 0 out of 7.
So if they make any of those, they make half of those 7 shots, it's still a lopsided game. But I like if they go 5 out of 7, it's a 10-point game instead of a 15. All right, we lost you for a minute. Sorry, we're back. And Lisa just restart. I don't know for sure if they heard any of the Bear Lake stats. So let's just assume that they didn't hear anything and restart with the Bear Lake stats.
All right, so Bear Lake, Wells has 11, followed by 6 for Skinner, 3 for Hunter, 3 for Bamey, 2 for Crockett, 2 for Pelto, 2 for Alleman. for a total of 29 points. The Bears are shooting 40% so far in the first half. They're 7 out of 18. That's 38% from the 2-point range. 3 for 7, 42% from the 3-point range. And they're 6 for 7 from the foul line, 85%. I told you to remember that number, 10
rebounds.
10 rebounds for Grantsville. Bear Lake in the first half, 22 rebounds. 9 of those offensive boards. The other 13 came on the defensive boards. Bear Lake also has 10 steals. So you remember that 5 turnovers that they had in the first half. You add that 10 steals, and that's 15. Turnovers for Grantsville. Bear Lake, on the other hand, has 7 turnovers in the first half, and they had 5 steals, so 12 total turnovers.
So between the steals and the rebounds, the Bears have about 10 extra opportunities to score.
Correct. And they have scored on most of those opportunities.
So that's significant when you have 10 more opportunities to score and you're shooting a much higher percentage than the other team. That always bodes well. And the Bear Lake Bears here at halftime from Sugar Salem, Idaho, with a 15-point lead. The game high lead was 20 at 29-9. They lead it at halftime by a score of 29-14 over the Grantsville Cowboys. And both teams back out on the court taking their second half warm-ups. I love what the Bears have been able to do so far in the first half. Their defense led to offense, and that was fun to see, as a lot of hustle plays, a lot of rebounds, a lot of physicality there towards the end of the half, and the Bears were able to play through it and take that 15-point lead into halftime.
Yeah, for Grantsville, Hall coming into the second half with 3 fouls already. She's their hustler. She's the one that's moving the ball. She's the one that's going after the boards underneath. And she's got 3 fouls, so she's going to have to be really careful. Rogers has 2. And then the only other, Lee also has 3. You're correct. And another real hustler for them. And then Castellano has 1. For the Bears, we have Alleman and Humphreys both with 3 fouls. And then Bamey has 1, Wells has 1, and that's it. So, but again, with Alleman and Humphreys both with 3 fouls, you're going to have to be careful because they're their bigs on the inside.
Lee got 2 fouls early, didn't play much of that first half because she picked up her 3rd foul shortly after coming back in, and she is one of their starters. And then Hall, who replaced her, picked up 3 in relief. So that could be key if Grantsville is going to fight back in this. Those 2 are going to be key for them. Obviously, Alleman and Humphreys are big for the Bear Lake Bears as well.
Right.
Alleman a starter and Humphreys coming off the bench.
I'm going to also say Rogers for them. She actually may have 3 fouls. I think we gave credit to the wrong person at one point. Castellano, we gave her a foul, and I actually think it was Rogers, according to what the board was showing. So,
and the board, we're not 100%.
We're not sure,
because sometimes they were giving fouls on crediting fouls on the wrong
to
team.
their team.
So team fouls were not always accurate. So
whatever.
Ready to start the second half in about 30 seconds here. And it looks like the ball will belong to Grantsville. And if you're listening on the radio instead of watching on the SVI Sports Network, Bears will be going from right to left as you hear it. And we see it here from Sugar Salem High School. And Grantsville will be moving to the basket on our left. And right after this, we're not going to have much of a post-game show because we're going to hustle on over to South Fremont, and we'll combine our girls game post-game show with our boys game pre-game show as the boys take on the South Fremont Cougars just up the road. Although this game's going fast enough, we might have time.
We might
to do a little post-game, at least the wrap-up. So the starters back on the court for both teams, which means it is Thornton, Butler. No, Rogers did not start, and she is out there to start now.
Yeah, she's replacing Lee. Lee again, remember, with those 3 fouls.
And Butler with it up top. She'll go over to Allen, who has a Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shot. Allen's going to drive the lane, be cut off, throw it in the middle. Rogers will come up with it. Quick jump ball. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. So credit the Bears with a steal. And that was Alleman, I think, that came up with it. And the Bears force a turnover on the first possession. Bamey will bring the ball down the court, and she'll go to Wells. Wells back to Bamey out in three-point range. She'll get the screen, look for the pick and roll, and she'll go down the lane. Ball's knocked away from her on the floor, and it's going to be a tie-up and go right back to Grantsville. So just the way the game started with a turnover by either team on their first possession, the second half starts with both teams turning it over on their first possession. And similar plays, ball knocked away in the key, and a jump ball ensues. Ball goes to Allen. Allen will drive the lane, kick out to Castellano. Castellano tries to spin down the lane, has to kick back out to Allen. Allen now drives. Hook shot up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Wells over into the hands of Alleman. And here come the Bears. Bamey will dribble it into front court. Kick it to Crockett, back to Bamey. Bamey for the Phillips 66 USA three-point shot. It looked good. It was just short. We had a great look at that one. I thought it was in. I was about ready to give her credit for the make. Rebound goes to the Cowboys down the lane. Butler, her shot is blocked. Rebound, though, goes to Thornton, and she is fouled. I don't know if you give that to Wells or Crockett. One of the two of them definitely blocked the shot attempt.
Humphreys in for Alleman as Alleman just picks up her fourth personal foul.
Grantsville will inbound baseline. And it goes into Butler. Butler's turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound to Hallie Wells. Wells will bring the ball into the front court, picked up by Butler. And now ball to Bamey between the circles. She'll set the offense. She looks to Coach Wells for a play call. Bamey bounce pass to Wells, and it's on the floor. Another jump ball. This one will stay with the Bear Lake Bears, so no turnover there. Nice play there by Butler. Good job by Wells just to get down on the floor and force the tie-up instead of just the turnover. Humphreys bounce pass into Crockett, now to Wells. Wells reached in and tied up by Allen. I know what I'm saying. I promise. Allen reaches in there, grabs the ball, forces the tie-up, and so that one is a turnover as Grantsville will get possession. Neither team has scored a minute and a half into the second half. The Bears still lead it by 15 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard, 29-14. Thornton goes to Allen. Allen will come across the top, go to Castellano. Castellano looks in the middle to Thornton, and then her pass to Butler's picked off by Wells. She'll get it to Skinner. Skinner will slow it down. And she's looking for some help as she picked up her dribble. She'll go to Wells. Wells with a spin move down the lane. It's blocked and taken away there. I think he gave the block to Rogers, actually. Butler driving the lane. Puts it up off the glass with the left hand, and good. What a play as she made the Euro step to the left and gets the layup to go. 7 unanswered going back to the first half by the Cowboys, but the Bears lead is still 13. And then Humphreys answers with a nice pass by Wells, and Humphreys gets her first bucket of the game and extends the Bear Lake lead back to 15 at 31-16. Cross court, it goes to Castellano. She'll go inside to Rogers. Rogers to Thornton. Thornton up and in. Nice pass there by Rogers to find Thornton cutting the lane. Her 12-foot jumper falls, and it's 31-18. This is the closest that the Cowboys have been in quite a while. Lob pass inside to Wells, no good. She left it just a little short, and rebound to Butler. Quickly up ahead to Rogers. Rogers loses it. Nice play there by Humphreys to effect that pass. Wells now with it. Nice pump fake. Goes out to Bamey. Bamey to Humphreys. Humphreys to Skinner. Skinner to Crockett. Crockett goes back out to Skinner. Skinner will shoot the three. Yes, there's another Phillips 66 USA three-point shot. Her third.
She drained that.
Make of the night. And the Bears lead just like that, back to 16 at 34-18 with 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Bamey now harassing Allen, who gets it over to Butler. Butler's going to drive. Blocked by Wells, but into the hands of Castellano. She misses the layup, gets her own rebound, and then she's fouled. Wells got the block, but she blocked it right back to Castellano.
That goes on Hallie Wells, her second. And the second team foul for the quarter. Hunter coming in now for Crockett.
It's a regular rotation that the Bears make about this time in the quarter.
Rogers also came out and is being replaced by Hall.
Gives up a lot of height there, but Hall's a hustler.
Yeah.
Allen pass to Thornton, who misses it, and Wells gets the rebound. She'll get it to Bamey. Bamey brings it in the front court. She's being defended out on the perimeter by Hall. Nice pass to Wells. Now she'll hand it back to Bamey. She's fouled.
I think that's going to go, I'm not sure. Butler, yep, her first.
That was a foul that probably saved a layup, though, because Bamey had beat Butler off the dribble. Well, the pass was going to beat Butler, and the inbound now to Wells. To Bamey. Bamey drives. She's cut off and fouled again.
Again on Butler. They're actually, yeah.
Her third.
That's what they're saying is her third.
So 3 on Butler, 3 on Lee, 3 on Hall for the Grantsville Cowboys, 4 on Allman for the Bear Lake Bears. Wells over to Bamey. Bamey inside to Hunter. Hunter back outside to Humphreys. Nice move down the lane, but doesn't get it to go. Rebound is going to be a jump ball. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Butler and Hunter fighting for it. Brindley Walker will check in.
She's going to replace Skinner.
Skinner has had a great game from the outside. 3.
9 points. Yeah.
And they're all Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point makes. Inside pass Humphreys. Nice layup there by Hunter. Humphreys with the assist on the inbound. And the Bears lead is back to 18. It was a game high 20. It was cut to 13 by Grantsville. Bears up to 18 again. Hall from the corner for 3. No good. Rebound. And it's going to be jump ball.
Must have been a lot of jump balls.
Humphreys and Hall knocking each other to the ground, going for that ball.
Yeah, I don't have a 23.
And yeah, we don't have a 23 on the Max Preps roster, so I'm not sure. Who did she replace?
I don't know, but I'm going to name her Tall because she's really, really tall. She replaced Butler. No, it should be theirs.
Yeah.
I have the possession arrow on them.
So they're gonna say it is Grantsville basketball. The possession arrow down on the floor had it going to Bear Lake, but we'll go with Lisa because she has these things right.
Well, not always, but
in the
been trying.
Allen 3, yes, on the inbound. The Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point ball goes down for Allen. And Bamey brings the ball across half court, being harassed out there by Hall. She'll now go to Walker. Walker will kick it to Hunter. Hunter at the top of the key. We'll give it to Bamey. Bamey beats Hall baseline. Up and no good. And rebound is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Grantsville, though, as it was knocked out of Thornton's hands and last touch by the Bears. So with 2:50 left in the third quarter, Bears lead is 15, which is what it was at halftime. 36-21 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. As Allen's going to go down the lane, and Hunter knocks it away, but it goes out of bounds. It was intended for number 23, who's not on the roster, but she is tall for sure.
Tall.
Lob pass comes into Castellano at the top of the key on the inbound. She'll dribble in, go up over Hunter, no good. Rebound to Wells. Hunter affects that shot for sure. Wells gets the board, and here comes Bamey with the basketball. She gets it to Brindley Walker. Walker out in 3-point range. Goes inside to Wells. Wells with a nice pass to Hunter. Extra pass to Humphreys. Humphreys up off the backboard. No good. Wells with rebound. Put back is good. And she'll go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line as well.
That goes on Castellano. Her second.
38-21, and Wells back to the foul line. She's up to 15 points in the game now, if I have my math right.
13.
13 with a chance to make it 14 right here from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
Butler is back in the game, replacing Tall.
So Butler has played almost the entire game, and Wells misses her first foul shot of the game that she's missed. She's made all her previous attempts, and the Bear Lake lead remains 17. Butler going to drive, kick to Castellano. Castellanos three is blocked by Wells, rebound to Hunter, and then the ball's knocked away from her by Hall. It goes out of bounds off to Castellano. It'll be Bear Lake ball. Great block out there at the three-point line by Wells, but a great hustle play by Hall to attempt to get the steal, but it remains Bear Lake basketball. Wells will inbound in the backcourt. She'll get it to Walker, back to Wells, and Grantsville extending their defense. Now Bamey will come get the ball. 10-second violation. So the 10-second backcourt violation, the Bears just did not get it up court fast enough. And it will be Grantsville basketball. So the full court man-to-man pressure does its job. Allen drives the lane, throws it up, no good. Hunter blocks that one again. Rebound goes to Wells. Wells to Bamey, and the Bears will slow it up, set the offense now inside to Wells down the lane, no good. Rebound, put back, no good, but she's fouled. And Hunter will go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line with a chance to extend the Bear Lake lead.
That one went on Hall, her fourth.
So fouls becoming a real issue. Lee, I don't know if she's not feeling well or if they're protecting her from the fouls. I don't even see, oh, never mind. That's why I don't see her on the bench. She's checking in the game.
Pelto in for Bamey. And Lee in for Hall.
Yep. Hall goes to the bench with 4 fouls. Lee, who has 3 fouls all in the first half, comes in for her. Hunter's first foul shot was no good. Her second foul shot is good. Bear Lake lead back to 18. It was game high 20 in the first half. Butler nearly loses her dribble, but she picks it up, gives it to Allen out in deep 3-point range. Allen looking for some help, and she gets a screen from Castellano. Foul line jumper, no good. And rebound out of bounds. Wells knocks it off of Butler. It'll be Bear Lake basketball baseline. 1:20 left in the third quarter. Bear Lake lead is 18. Hallie Wells will inbound on the baseline for the Bears. She'll get it into Pelto. Pelto will go back to Wells. Wells dribbling up court against Butler. She gets in the front court, beats Butler. She'll lob it inside for Humphreys.
Pass.
Nice look by Wells. Nice make by Humphreys. The Bear Lake lead back to 20 at 41-21. That's how you break the press. When it's man-to-man, if you beat your man, it puts everybody else in trouble. And that's exactly what happened that time. Butler down the lane. Shots blocked by Wells. Wells gets the rebound. Wells to Pelto. Pelto will slow it up and set the offense now. And we're under a minute left to go in the third quarter. Ball's knocked away, but Wells will run it down. Humphreys with it now. She goes to Wells down the lane, and it's up and in. Nice hard play there by Wells. She muscled it up through the crowd and gets the Bear Lake lead back to 22 at 43-21. We're under 30 seconds left. No shot clock for the Grantsville Cowboys. Al Thornton across the lane to Allen. Allen in the corner to Lee. Lee will dribble it back out to Allen. Allen drives the lane. Nice pass. But the shot is no good. And then a foul on the rebound. As Wells was trying to pass it out, she'll get fouled. That'll send her to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line at the other end of the court.
That foul goes on Allen, and that will be her first. It's their 5th team foul.
So the nice pass there by Lee set up a decent shot. It doesn't go down. Rebound to Wells, and she'll go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line at the other end with a chance to extend this game-high 22-point lead. Just 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Wells, nothing but the bottom of the net that time. Southeast Idaho Steel, our foul line sponsor for the basketball season, and we have one of their steel signs hanging up at our house.
Yes, we do, and it's very nice.
They do a great job. So if you need anything like that, it's Christmas time. Get your sign cut as Hallie Wells goes 2 for 2.
Rogers came back into the game in between foul shots there, replacing Butler.
Thornton quickly down the lane. She goes to Lee. Lee's going to go in the corner. Thornton for 3 at the buzzer. Just a little bit long, hits the rim and comes out. So the Bears will take a 24-point lead into the fourth quarter, which we'll have for you in 30 seconds here on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and
We try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
The Bear Lake Bears, as we get set to go to the fourth quarter with the 24-point lead. They led by 15 at halftime. The closest this game has been since about early in the second quarter is a 13-point game as Grantsville cut it to 13 there in the third. The Bears extend the lead back to 24. Holly Wells leading the way for the Bears. She's got 15 points on the night. And the Bears in control. They'll start the fourth quarter with four of their five starters on the court. Wells will be the lone starter on the bench, and four seniors on the court as Romero replaces Wells. So Bamey, the only underclassman out there. Alleman will inbound as the Bears start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Bamey dribbles past Lee and will set the offense for the Bears. She now goes to Alleman, who's got 4 fouls, but is out there. She goes around the screen from Crockett, now cross court Bamey. Bamey to Skinner. Skinner down the lane. Nice pass to Alleman, but her shot just a bit long and no good. About a 15-foot jumper from the elbow. A rebound to the Cowboys, and here comes Thornton. Thornton in the corner to Lee. Lee goes inside to Rogers. Rogers back out. Thornton for three. It's long, and rebound to Alleman. Bamey will slow it up. Bring the ball across half court now and set the offense to Skinner. And they've tightened up the defense on her. They're not going to give her any room. Crockett on the pick and roll, no good. Rebound tipped by Romero, but into the hands of Castellano. And here come the Cowboys, and the pass by Castellano just a little bit too big for Rogers, goes out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Baseline. Skinner will inbounds to Bamey. Back to Skinner. Skinner will bring the ball into the front court. Get it to Alleman. Alleman thought Romero was going to cut baseline, and she threw it away. Coming the other way, Allen. Allen will have to leave it for Thornton. Thornton drives the lane, chucks it up, no good, but she's fouled. Skinner knew it. She tried to stop and could not.
That's her first.
And that sends Thornton to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line, trying to cut into the 24-point lead. Bears in control, 45-21 on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Low-scoring game, but the Bears comfortably in control. 45-22 as Thornton makes the first. She'll have one more with 6:50 left here in this one. Thornton goes 2 for 2. And the Cowboys have gone to a man-to-man full-court defense, and Bamey's just going to dribble through it. She puts Lee on her back, and then when she throws it to Alleman, she thought Alleman was going to set up. Alleman was cutting the lane to set a screen, and the ball goes out of bounds off the Bears. So we're going to have some substitutions.
Hall and Butler back in, replacing Lee and
Rogers. So 6:43 left. Bears up by 22 points, 45-23. Allen will bring the ball across front court. She dribbles and hands to Hall. Hall travels with it. She faked left and then went right and took an extra step in doing so. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. It worked, if that makes any consolation. She did have the lane. Alleman will inbound in front of the Sugar Salem bench. She goes to Bamey. Bamey will dribble past Hall, get the screen from Skinner, and now put Thornton on skates back to the top of the key where she'll set the offense. She'll go to Skinner in three-point range, being defended by Hall around the screen. Skinner will go cross court to Alleman, still out in three-point range. Alleman goes to Bamey. Bamey will dribble across the top, go back to Alleman, back up top to Bamey. 5-second shot clock. Bamey in the corner. Allman for three. Yes! At the buzzer of the shot clock, Desiree Allman with the Phillips 66 U-Save. 3-point make. Pushes the Bear Lake lead back to 25. Into the corner. Goes to Thornton. Thornton's pass inside to Butler's knocked away, taken away. Bamey comes away with it. I'm pretty sure that was Romrell that tipped the pass. Allman now down the lane. She goes up and she's fouled. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot two from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
That's going to go on Allen, her second.
And Desiree Allman, who made the three at the buzzer just a second ago, will now go to the foul line to shoot a pair. Bears lead is 25. She can extend that lead right here. And no, it rolls off the side of the rim.
Wells coming in for Romrell.
So the Bear Lake Bears have their starters on the court. I'm sure that's only for about another minute and a half. I'm sure about the 4-minute mark. Barring anything unexpected, Wells will clear his bench. And Allman goes 1 out of 2 from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. And extends the lead to 26, which is the game high at 49-23. Timeout taken by the Cowboys. It's a 60. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Nice job, Martin. Looking good. Oh, it's the funny car guy.
Hey, you got Napa know-how too, huh? Yep.
Well, Martin does go 200 miles an hour. Ron breaks 300 in 4 seconds. Yeah, in a straight line. That's real hard. You drive in a circle. You don't even steer. Look at me.
Hey, you
I
two.
turn left.
Don't make me go get my can.
Your can's old. Quiet! Matlock's on!
That's Daryl's can.
Boogity, boogity!
Bear Lake Bears leading the Grantsville Cowboys by a score of 49-23. The Bears have been in control from the get-go. They led by a dozen at the end of one, actually by 10, 17-7 at the end of one. Extended it to a 20-point lead early in the second quarter and have just coasted since then. Closest Grantsville has come is 13 points, and the Bears now lead it big by 26. It'll be Grantsville basketball. Thornton, Allen, Hall, Rogers, and Butler. And the pass goes inside, knocked away by Crockett. The Bears come away with it. The Bears have their starters on the court. Bamey will dribble to the top, set the offense. She gets it to Wells on the foul line extended. Wells spins down the lane, kicks to Skinner. Skinner for three. No. But Allman gets the rebound, knocked away from her by Butler. And then it's a jump ball. It'll be Grantsville basketball. So nice hustle play there by Butler to deflect that pass and turn it into a jump ball, as it looked like Allman had secured the offensive rebound. Thornton will bring the ball across half court. And the Bears have dropped back. They're no longer doing their full court pressure. Allen drives the lane. Crockett blocks it and passes it up ahead to Skinner. Skinner back to Wells. Wells' shot is blocked, and then she gets it back and is fouled. Oh, I think they called the foul on the shot. It was just a late whistle because it goes on Rogers, and it was Butler that was right there at the time that the shot went up. The whistle was blown. It was Bear Lake basketball nonetheless. Bamey is going to give it to Wells out near the center court circle. She hands it back to Bamey. Bamey around the screen. She'll drive, kick in the corner to Allman. Allman will shoot the three. Yes! Another Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point make from the same spot as she made it at the buzzer a few minutes ago. Allman has 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
She has 9.
As she's made 2 3
7
in the quarter. As Butler goes inside and gets the bucket to go. And she's made 2 threes and a foul shot here in the quarter. Skinner, and 9 points in the game for her. Skinner will bring the ball up to the front court. She lobs it down to Crockett. Crockett, nice bounce pass to Wells, who misses, but the rebound is tipped away and is going to be taken away finally by Thornton, who's fouled.
Butler went down, and she's struggling just a little bit.
She's their post player. She plays down low. And
she staggered a little bit when she stood up, and they're going to bring her out and look her over. So
she's had a lot of hard work down there. She's in some tall timber.
well, she's working against Crockett and Wells down there. So
And
Alleman. So she's
in some tall timber, and the Bears have shut her down, and she's been working hard as Castellano goes down the lane, spins, and is fouled.
I think that's going to go on Crockett again. Yep, her second.
A lot of these Cowboy players are exhausted, hands on hips. They've been working hard, and the Bears up by 27. Lob pass comes into Hall. Hall picked up by Skinner, out up top to Allen. Allen is going to drive. Bamey with her step for step. She'll have to kick it back out to Hall. Hall for 3, no good. Rebound taken by Castellano. She comes back outside to Hall. They'll reset the offense now to Allen. In the corner, it goes to Thornton. She'll back into a 3-point shot, miss it. Rebound goes to Alleman. Couple good looks on that possession for the Cowboys, but they can't get it to go. And the Bears with the 27-point lead in the basketball. Bamey will get it to Alleman in the corner to Wells. Wells up top to Skinner, who's got 3. Phillips 66 made 3-pointers.
Why not?
Alleman for 3 again from the same spot. No, but into the hands of Wells. Wells will bring him back out to Skinner inside to Alleman. Alleman in the corner to Wells. Wells will shoot the 3. No, rebound. Oh, Bamey had it knocked out of her hands as she thought she was going to get it. And Wells will steal it at the other end into the hands of Bamey. So nice defense there by Wells to stop that fast break opportunity, knock it away. Now lob inside to Wells to Crockett. Oh,
she was just standing there like, nobody sees me. Throw it to me. And she did. Wells did.
2 good passes, a hockey assist to Bamey, who got it to Wells, and Wells just a touch pass right off her hands. She was hardly in her hands as she passed it to Crockett. Beautiful play there by the Bears, and Crockett makes the easy layup. Hall down the lane. Crockett blocks it, but they'll call her for the foul.
It's her third.
2:17 left, 29-point lead. I don't think it's going to be a concern. In fact, I'm kind of surprised that Wells still has his starters on the court with up 54-25 with 2:17 left in this one. Hall at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Foul shot is no good.
Check it out. The Brooklyn Goodnight.
Brooklyn Goodnight coming in for Rogers.
Hall will take the second foul shot from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. 54-25 is your score. Bears comfortably in the lead, and Crockett gets the rebound off the miss. And inadvertent whistle, but it will allow for a substitution.
Hall coming out of the game, and
Geipel.
Thank you.
Kinley Geipel, number 11, makes her first appearance. So good night and Geipel on the court.
Oh, she's aggressive.
And Bears barely get it in bounds. Wells gets it to Bamey, then back to Wells. Now back to Bamey. Bamey's going to lob it up into the front court to Skinner. Back to Bamey. And now the Bears will clear the bench at the next dead ball as the entire team gets up off the bench. Bamey lobs it up, no good. Rebound and put back by Crockett. She didn't even hit the floor. She caught it in the air, up off the backboard and in. 31-point lead for the Bears. Shot up at the other end is no good. Crockett to Bamey. Skinner. Skinner misses it. Rebound goes to Crockett, and now it off of Crockett's hands and into the front court. Bamey commits the foul, which is good because it'll give the starter a chance to go to the bench.
Number 4.
Foul on Bamey, her second. Hockey line change.
Everybody that was on the bench will come in after the first foul shot. So coming in will be Romrell, Walker, Pelto, Hunter, and Humphreys. Castellano will take a foul shot, though, first from the Southeast Idaho Steel, and their new foul line sponsor. They've got their money's worth tonight. And also the other sponsor that has definitely got their money's worth.
Phillips 66 save.
Save.
All right, Orton coming into the game for Thornton.
So basically, Castellano and Allen, the only starters on the court. The other 8 players all coming off the bench for the two teams. Castellanos' foul shot is missed. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Hunter will inbound baseline with 1:20, and it's a running clock now with a 30-point lead. So the clock will not stop again unless there's a timeout. Pelto will bring the ball into the front court.
Beautiful pass to Romrell.
Oh, just a little bit too much on that shot, but Pelto gets the ricochet of the rebound. And the Bears will reset the offense. And Romrell, I think, was kind of surprised how open she was. She kind of rushed it just a little bit and a little bit too much on it. She'll now have the ball at the top of the key. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Pelto down the lane, kicks it to Walker. Walker drives, shoots, and in. Hit the backboard, hit the rim, hit the backboard, and went in. Bear Lake lead is 32, 58-26. This is the identical score to the Grantsville score versus Sugar Salem yesterday. Nice running jumper there by Castellano to push it to just a 30-point game at 58-28. Bears are going to get the easy win in this one. And now we'll hustle over, clean up all of our equipment, drive down the road, and set it all back up. Before that happens, though, Romrell drives the lane. She's fouled, but it's only the second team foul. So the clock will run out. That'll be the final score unless they give Romrell her foul shots. And they're not. They're not even going to give her foul shots as the clock ran out.
Dang it.
She wanted to get to the scoring column. And let's just thank our sponsors real quick, and then we'll do some quick stats. Our scoreboard sponsor, Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, count on us to care. First, our foul line sponsor, not our first down sponsor, our 30-point sponsor. Let's do that first.
Yeah.
Build 66 U Save, live to the full. Our foul line sponsor is Southeast Idaho Steel. Don't forget Gunnarson's Ace Hardware, Napa Auto Parts, Northern Title, Bear Lake Drug, Simplot, and then Gary H. Tusher, Mountain Valley Dental, Lenhart Distributing, Flying S Title, and and Samson's Island Grill. Samson's Island Grill is sponsoring our player of the game. Player of the game. Ooh, I got a couple in mind. Let's see. You name who you think it might be and see if we're on the same page.
I don't know. They all played really, really well. I would probably either say Wells or Alleman. Wells was the high score. I felt like Alleman was hustling and making some big plays, opening up some lanes. Plus had she had 9 points of her own tonight. Yeah. So
we'll go with Wells then, because I was going to go with either Wells or Skinner, and Alleman was my third choice.
Yeah, and Skinner would be right there as well.
She broke the game open early. Skinner did with those Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point makes. So our Samson's Island Grill player of the game tonight, Hallie Wells, although Alleman and Skinner both also very deserving.
Yeah.
So Samson's Island Grill, check them out in the. They're open now in what used to be the Woo House.
Right, South 4th Street, down by McPherson's, and
check them out for their delicious, delicious food. And thank you for them to sponsoring our player of the game. And tonight it is Hallie Wells. Okay, give us a quick wrap up so we can get out of here. We got about an hour and a half before we're tipping off the boys' game.
All right, Butler finished with 7 points. She was their high scorer. Allen with 6, Castellano with 5. Followed up by Rogers with 4 and Thornton with 4. Lee had 2. That's their total of 28. They shot 26% overall. They were 8 for 26 at 30% from the 2-point range, 3 out of 16 for 18% from the 3-point range, and 3 out of 13, 23% from the foul line. They finished with 23 total rebounds, 7 steals, and 11 total turnovers. Well, not total, but 11 turnovers. Bear Lake, to add to those 11 turnovers, Bear Lake had 15 steals for a total of 26 turnovers for Grantsville in the game. For Bear Lake, Wells finished with 17 points, followed by 9 for Skinner, 9 for Alleman, 6 for Crockett, 6 for Hunter, 4 for Humphreys, Walker with 2, Bamey with 3, Pelto with 2, That's their total of 58. They shot 39% overall. They were 15 for 39, 38% from the 2-point range, 6 out of 14, 42% from the 3-point line, and 10 for 14, 71% from the foul line, which is pretty darn good.
Decent shooting night.
Yeah, 43 total rebounds on the night, and that's what was big, is those big rebounds then turning over into second chance shots or shots off of the defensive rebounds. So they had 15 steals, 5 for Wells, 1 for Crockett, 2 for Alleman, 4 for Bamey, 1 for Walker, 2 for Skinner. And in the assists column, Bamey with 1, Alleman with 2, Humphreys with 3, Pelto, Crockett each with 1, and Wells with 3. Some beautiful passes tonight.
So for me, the stat of the game is the 3-point shooting, 42%. Yeah. 42% is an excellent percentage. We said that the other night when the Bears beat Ryrie. If you shoot over 40% from 3, you've got